Dr. Karuna Shankar Pande served as Vice President, International Operations at Amazon from April 2024 to February 2026. Prior to this, he held leadership roles across several global organizations over a distinguished corporate career spanning more than 3.5 decades. He had his first darshan of Bhagawan in 2002, and since then, Swami has become the very breath of his life. Even while facing a 7-year battle with cancer, he says that with Swami's presence in his life, what seemed like a tragedy transformed into a blessed opportunity to experience deep divine proximity.
Sairam, my most humble pranams at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Bhagawan, Swami. The fact that I'm sitting here today is only and only immense love of Swami which he has showered on me over the last 7 years. This life wouldn't have been possible without Swami being at every stage, every step of my life. About 7 years back, I was diagnosed with multiple myeloma, which is a bone marrow cancer, in stage 4. About a week before I was diagnosed with the cancer, in the night I was going to the washroom. I had a gentle back pain at that point in time. And I fell with a huge sound, apparently, which was heard by my wife who was sleeping. And she initially thought that our dog has fallen from the bed because the sound was so loud. She switched on the light and she saw that I was not on the bed. And then our house help, who was sleeping 2 rooms away, he also heard the sound so loud that he got up and came there. But lo and behold, what happened to me? I told my wife that I have gently lied down on the floor. Not a bruise, not an injury, no shock to me. And who can do that? Our beloved Swami came and took me in his arms and has gently put me on the floor. This is something which is a clear message that what faith, trust, and even with no prayer, Swami walks, Swami knows everything, and Swami comes just in time, even before you have uttered a prayer or looked at Swami to help. Of course, then I was diagnosed with cancer, and for Swami, there is nothing called hopeless situation. There is hope always there. Swami is the doctor of doctors. Swami is the someone who's ahead of science, ahead of medicine. And I'll start with that example where when I was diagnosed with, or rather had third relapse of cancer, it was a real hopeless situation because the world at that time did not have medicine for a third relapse of multiple myeloma. As it happens, I mean, if a cancer is there and there is no medicine and there is no treatment that is going on, it just multiplies. And my pain increased manyfold. The doctors were managing it through radiation because radiation is still not the cure. It's just for managing the pain. But Swami has held me for 13 months. Swami can hold for the science to find its place. And in this August 2025, after almost 13 months, the world finally found a medicine for third relapse, a cure for third relapse. It came into India in October, and from November, I started the treatment. Again, Swami is the doctor. Swami can hold time for the science to come and take its place, and the medicine is working beautifully. I'm sitting here today talking. I've just had my therapy on Tuesday. It's just 2 days back. And this is how Swami can bounce you back. Throughout this treatment, I have had 150 chemos. And chemotherapy can really take a toll on your body. But Swami has blessed me so much that I was able to attend to my duties even on the days I had chemo. Uh, I'm a vice president at Amazon and have a large team. Again, blessings of Swami that I have that. About 10,000 employees in 350 cities. So it's a widespread network. But able to handle it even through these 7 years, during my cancer, during my treatment, during my 3 labs, is only and only because of the faith and trust in Swami, and Swami being there even before an event has happened to me. I would like to share one very interesting example. In a situation when people find it so difficult even to do their normal duties, I was traveling international. I was doing domestic travel. Uh, so I had gone to Nashville in US, and on my return back, I was booked by a long haul flight by British Airways from Nashville to London and London to Bangalore. I was in a premier economy, but I forgot to do the pre-check-in. When I reached the airport, they said the flight is overbooked and there are no seats. And when I reached in Bangalore, in fact, my chemo was to happen. So between the two chemos I was traveling, it was again a very hopeless situation because the flight was, they said, about 115% booked. And almost everybody has already done the check-in. I kept on waiting, kept on praying to Swami that, Swami, somehow put me in this flight. I need to reach back Bangalore to catch on my treatment. I kept checking with the counter and they said, no hope, nothing is happening. The time was running out. It was almost like 1 hour before the boarding. I was almost thinking that maybe I'll have to plan something else. There has to be a plan B. Suddenly a counter opened, fresh counter. I just thought, okay, let me take a chance and ask. I went and asked. The gentleman said, I was inside in the office and there is a call came from a lady who said that her husband is severely ill and he won't be coming. So there is a seat, sir, if you want. But it is in economy class. Would you like to travel? I was thinking and he said, sir, choose quickly because there are multiple counters. Somebody else may take it. So I said, okay, book. And I kept praying to Swami because I used to get back pain that Swami, such a long journey of almost 16, 17 hours in economy class. Will I be able to take it? Please be with me. Please hold me together. The prayers were continuous. When I reached the boarding gate, again, the lady there, she said, sir, please come aside. Again, I started sweating that, oh my God, is it again there is a twist in the tail and maybe I don't have a seat or is there a problem? My prayers to Swami were only going up. That lady took me aside, opened a monitor and printed a business class ticket for me. So from a situation where I was in premium economy to a situation where I had no ticket, to a situation where I got economy class, to a situation where I got business class and traveled absolutely comfortably, was only and only due to intense prayers to Swami. I just narrated a story where I had fallen down and not even prayed and Swami was there. Here is a situation where so instantaneously Swami can help, can be with you, can make sure that everything is there for you to navigate the situation which you have. I would just like to share one more example of how Vibhuti itself became medicine for me in a fraction of minutes. So I was undergoing a chemo. I was in the hospital. I was in the bed. I had the urge to go to the washroom because a couple of hours had passed. And usually the nurse will stop the chemo and you can go and come back and restart it. When she did that, I was unable to get up from the bed. Somehow, when I lied down, I was fine. I had walked into the daycare. But my back almost got stuck to the bed. I was unable to move even an inch. And if I tried to move, it almost appeared that my back will break. So the nurse said, should I just take the bed up? The moment she tried, I said, no. I just yelled. It was paining so much. She got couple of more nurses, male nurses, and they all, four of them, tried to lift me from the bed. Somehow they could not. They tried for almost 10-15 minutes and they could not. When they left, my wife took out vibhuti from her bag. She put on the forehead and she applied little bit on my back. And what happened? How that medicine turned out a situation where I was unable to get up from the bed to I got up, walked back, came back, and that back pain was gone. This is the power of medicine that has been experienced so instantaneous. So it's not like, of course, there is immense power in Swami's Vibhuti, and we take it as super medicine. When even we are not sure of the medicine, because doctor talks in percentages, that this has chance of 70%, we know that there is one medicine which will 100% work. And in 100% situation is Swami's Vibhuti. If you pray with complete faith and keep praying to Swami and have that Vibhuti, even temperature of 103 degree Fahrenheit, for me, has come down within couple of hours of having the Vibhuti. I just shared an example where it was so instantaneous that within minutes I could see the impact. There are so many experiences that I've had this 7 years. Every piercing, every canola being put, every test that I was undergoing, every waiting in the room, I was getting anxious and always praying to Swami before the treatment. And Swami was always there. There is an example I wanted to share. When the very first time I was going for an MRI, in my life I had not done MRI. And when I was put there on the bench and was about to start, somehow the cold temperature in the room, I felt very suffocated. My breath went up, beats went up. I was feeling claustrophobic there. And I said, no, I can't do that. And then they said, sir, but this is required. It will just take 15 minutes. I mean, that's how they say, right? Even if it is 45 minutes, they'll say it takes 15 minutes so that you are at ease. I said, no, I can't. So they said, do you have a attender? I said, yes, my wife is there. So Neelam, my wife, who has always been a pillar of strength for me, for faith and support, she came in. Usually one is not allowed in the MRI room, but she was also given ear muffler. She sat there. We both kept praying for Swami, to Swami, that Swami, this whole process should happen in a way that I'm comfortable and I'm able to take it. What Neelam told after the process was that Swami was physically there in the room. In a Baman avatar room, a short position of Swami, and he had put his hand on the MRI machine. He was there throughout the process. This is how Swami understands that we are in fear and we need that support and comes. As I said, I mean, there are numerous examples where Swami has walked from his photo, which was there in the, I was undergoing a stem cell transplant. And one night it was very cold there. I was uncomfortable. I was tossing on the bed. Me and my wife, only two were there. It's a secluded, isolated room which you have. And my wife came. She was massaging my back because I was getting back pain. And she was describing Swami. That, see, Swami is there. He is there near your forehead. This is how Swami is looking. This is how the background is. Next day morning, to our surprise, and I don't know why we had never noticed, the photo of Swami which we had kept in the hospital, typically whenever we went for treatment, either the photo is there in my pocket or if we are in the room, we put it there. Exact same description. That is how Swami was standing. That is what was the expression on Swami's face in that photo, the one in the darkness of that room which my wife described that this is how Swami is there, this is how he's standing, this is what is the background. So numerous examples of Swami being there, the fact that I'm here, and the transformation which all of this has brought in me is something which is even more profound. And I'll certainly like to talk about that as well. Because when Swami enters into your life, into your mind, into your heart, he transforms you so much that you start seeing what is right and what is that you have to do every day of life, irrespective whether you are in a work environment, you are at home. And along with my responsibilities at Amazon, I also had a responsibility of diversity, equity, and inclusion, as well as community service. The change that happened to me, so I was not like a manager who's managing these two portfolios, but really feeling for the people whom I have to make an impact. And I have to get the entire organizational energy behind making a positive impact in these areas. That is only and only possible because the transformation that Swami brought inside me. So one such example which I can share is I was moved by looking at people with disabilities, because in the employable age, it's almost like today unemployment is close to 60%. So how we actually enable employment for them. And we did a full ecosystem of identifying people with disabilities, training them in a global resource center which was built, and making them employable and making the culture in the shop floor inclusive so that they can thrive and grow as well. So it's not just numbers and employment. And today almost 1,000 corporates in India source their people with disability from that center. And this is something which got recognized by the President of India. And I was fortunate to get that award from President of India at a time where cancer can really cripple your life, even normal life. One was able to do beyond. That was only and only possible because of blessings of Swami, but also because of the complete transformation that happened inside. So you're not just focusing on your metrics and your work, but you're also doing things which are something which impacts society at large.
Beautiful. It's like Swami not only gave you a new life, but he also recreated you, and he changed the way you look at life, and he changed the direction of your life, isn't it? But I want to know, when did Bhagawan enter your life and how did that happen?
Yeah. Truth must be told, I think Bhagawan entered my life many, many births before. It is just that to me, in my living life, I got to know of and experience Swami in 2002. I was working in PepsiCo at that time, and one of the alumni from Swami's Institute used to talk about Swami, and that is how we started visiting at Brindavan and here. And it's a magnet. Once you hear more, you see more, you see the kind of impact that is made in individuals. It's an instantaneous change that happens in you. And so from 2002, there is no looking back for me and my wife both. I mean, service is something which is paramount. We are associated with Malleshwaram Samiti. My wife does more than what I'm able to do there, but I'm able to take that at my workplace and make an impact in a larger community and society. So I think pre-2002 and post-2002, it's a complete transformation that has happened in our family. Swami's chair is in our house, and we always say that whatever we are even thinking, whatever we are doing, whatever we are saying, Swami is there. And would you have even thought Would you have even uttered something like this if Swami was there? And I think that changed our outlook towards life, our outlook towards others who are in need, towards others in the society. I mean, we all are part of society, but this realization somehow was not there. Perhaps Swami was only preparing me in many births to do something which is meaningful for the society. And I'm so, so grateful for the entire Sai community which is there. I think I'm doing something, but I'm too small when I look at others and the impact which they have made. When I look at other Sai brothers and sisters, how they are day in and day out taking the teachings of Swami forward. It is never a day that I feel that I have done even 0.1% of what I should be doing. But I'm happy that I'm moving the needle and doing things which are considered an area where one would be more focused on the business side and keep the two separate. For me, whether it is work, it is at home, I carry the same Karuna, the same process, the same compassion everywhere and try to make an impact which is long-standing, an impact which is really meaningful for the society.
Can I also ask you, apart from these initiatives which are largely compassion based, but how do we bring compassion also into our workplace, into our normal work routine, as a manager at Amazon, handling so many people? How do you bring in compassion there? And especially when someone is not working to the potential, someone where you feel, I cannot show compassion to this person. Are you able to, even at that time, work through love?
Yeah. So for me, I'm the same person whether when I'm at work or when I'm at home and when I'm at society. It actually takes a fraction of time to first connect with the person and then correct. So even if somebody is not able to perform to the expectation, I as an individual, am I able to understand, is there a barrier? Because everybody comes to do a good work. The fact that they are not able to do could have many reasons. Could be there is a barrier or a blocker at work, or could be they are carrying something personal. When you, as a people manager, as a people leader, connect with people and then try to correct them, it has always worked. When you are actually showing the compassion that you are interested in the well-being and growth and of the individual, that has worked magic. Leading with a coaching mindset, leading with a mindset which is driven towards mentoring people, helping them do better, is something that, and it's a ripple effect. When you do as a leader, people observe and see the goodness, and then they also behave in that manner with their team. So, in my own way, I've tried to drive this culture where it is about understanding the individual, understanding the person in the whole thing. And there's a book also which I have written, Management Karma, which is what is your responsibility? And I have drawn the lessons from Bhagavad Gita in that book. But it is about how should one as a manager be at the workplace which is more fulfilling for the individual as well as the rightful thing, the rightful action for the manager at workplace.
The discourses that Bhagawan gave to all the management students, it was all compiled. And the book is called Man Management, because Bhagawan always told us that men are valuable than all the wealth of the world. And he always said a manager, to be an effective manager, must be a good man manager. And that's what your focus also has been.
Yes.
So if you can share with us some instances, what you said about understanding the other person. I don't know if there are any anecdotes that you can share where you have put that into action and the results that you saw really thrilled you, and perhaps many never expected such a result because they never thought like you. But if you think like that, you are definitely you're definitely going to get a result which will also surprise you.
Right. So many examples, small and big, where through the fact that you are understanding the person, you are a people leader, and like Bhagawan said, man management. In my own way, I've tried to take it forward in understanding that whether it's a process, whether it's a standard operating procedure, those are designed to work, but they work only when the individual is there with soul and heart at the workplace. And that magic can only happen when you, as a manager, are connecting with the people. I don't want to say much about myself, but I think the impact that I have been able to make in the organizations where I have worked, uh, the people under me, how they have been able to really take it forward and understand the person in the role rather than role itself. Uh, there are many examples of very difficult situation. I just wanted to share one where we had a team which was not doing very well. And the only thing that I brought the change in, understand the people, SOPs and processes are same. The equipments are same. The difference is actually the person who are there. Connecting with the people, listening to them, understanding their pain point, helping them through, that plant within 12 months became the third most improved plant in the world. If somebody asks what was the change, we didn't put any new equipment. We didn't bring anything which was over and above what was physically already present. The people were also same. The change was in the way they were handled, the way they were encouraged, the way they were motivated, the way they were at times disciplined also on how to really be at work with the same sincerity with which they are there at home. When they start seeing their workplace also as something which belongs to them, they are the owner, the magic happens.
So beautiful. Also tell us, how easy or difficult it is to always stick to your value systems, your principles. There are times when you are very, very clear about certain lines that you will never cross, certain values that are very, very close to your heart. But there are occasions when you may have to compromise because of many reasons. Did you face any such situations in your life, and how did you deal with them?
Yeah. So yes, it's a very hard thing to hold on to your value system, something which you believe in, something which you have always propagated and learned. In all situations at workplace, I'll be candid. There are situations where that's the rule of the organization. You have to fall in line. For example, it's not a secret that in every organization that I've worked, particularly the American organizations, there is this rule that the bottom performing people have to be removed from the organization. Now, to me, that's not investing in people. That's even not correcting them. That's doing action without announcing all on a sudden. You, of course, give a fair chance for people to believe, to improve, but that fair chance is almost on the edge where an individual finds it very, very difficult. Now, to me, that is one thing that I didn't believe heart and soul into it. Then what's the change I did? And it's almost like standing against the written rule, but it is something which is for the people, still works for the organization, because when you say working for the people, it's, after all, people are working for the organization. It's just that you believe in that value system, that if somebody is giving their best and still not able to perform, it's our responsibility and duty also to help them. So at least for me, it was very, very clear that before we take that hard call that somebody is not able to perform here, Have we given enough opportunity? Have we given a chance? Have we understood what is the barrier? And have we tried to give room and space for an individual to correct? That at least makes me sleep well in the night, that even if we have asked somebody to go, because that's the rule of the organization, it's not a jerk with the individual feels that they go with a feeling that this is not a rightful thing that has happened to me. So yes, this is something which is very hard to hold on to your value system, where you believe that people are your biggest asset. Organizations say it, but then how they actually practice depends on the manager. And are you really, really invested fully in developing, growing, improving your team? Is the real differentiator. That's the value system that I've carried at work. It has had, again, a good ripple effect in the organization, where even if there is a unregretted attrition where we are asking somebody to go because that's the rule, but we are also very, very clear that in every individual, we have done everything which rightfully should be done. If it was my son, would I not invest the time and energy in it? That's the mental model that I always carry, that when somebody has come, at least have that parental thought. Very rare in an organization, but when you have that, it is something which is most appreciated at work, and more than most appreciated. That is something which lets you sleep well in the night, that you have done everything which was rightful and just.
I think that's very powerful. But many times you have youngsters who want to climb the organizational ladder as quickly as possible, and you feel that maybe sometimes you have to take those shortcuts. There are sometimes situations where even though you don't agree, you want to do it because you feel that is the way the world is now. You have to cut those corners and grow. Did you also go through that phase in your early years?
Uh, I think in the early years, more than shortcut, what I had, and that changed quite a bit with experience and as the transformation happened inside. I used to be very impatient. I used to almost think like it's an entitlement. Why has it not happened? So I won't say shortcut, but in terms of expecting that, in terms of getting a bit impatient about it, expressing it, having a conversation with the manager that, hey, why have I not got? Do I not deserve? What can I do more? In a way which is showing impatience. The words are, what can I do more? But the real intent is, hey, you have not been just to me. From there to a situation where I know my job is put my head down, do whatever is right, behave like a owner at work. Even if something is written or unwritten, you do what is right and you do what is just. Automatically, whatever is due to you will come. So you deserve before you start expecting something. And that transformation is quite stark for me. I mean, just to mention, I mean, even in this period of cancer, when folks will struggle to do their normal duty, I was fortunate enough to get elevated to a vice president. And it's not like I was asking people, when will I get it and why have I not got? That is what was Karuna of 25 years before. But Karuna of today believes that do whatever is right. There are people who are observing. And above all, there is Almighty Lord who will make sure that justice happens to you.
What are the other 2-3 values that you would want to communicate to everyone who is really waiting to climb the corporate ladder?
Right. So, a couple of things. One, for some reason, we behave differently at home and differently at workplace when it comes to conserving resources. I mean, it may sound like a small thing, but frugality as a mindset where you are doing what is required, but not wasting anything. So even when you move out of your room, do you switch off the lights? Are you switching on the light when the daylight is there and it's not required? At home, you won't do. But at workplace, you find it okay. You take a cup of coffee and leave half. You don't do at home. And while I'm telling it in context of how to conserve things, but that's the mindset which is required uh, in whatever one is doing, to be true to yourself, that like a owner, you are being frugal and spending what is right, but not wasting anything. I think that's a very important principle one should carry. And it's not when somebody is saying you should do irrespective, you should drive that. The other, as I was mentioning about ownership, like if you behave like a owner, you'll do everything which is right for the organization. You'll do everything which is right for the people, because you believe that people are the one who will turn the corner. Whether there are, I mean, businesses are cyclic, but the asset which lasts the most are people. Do you genuinely believe in it, and give the same, I would say, attention? I could also say love and affection to your team members is something which is most important. As a people leader, understanding that aspect and living it day in and day out is extremely important. At the end of the day, it's also about deliver results. So whatever you are responsible for, you can have a lot of stories, but what gets measured is, are you delivering results or not? And delivering result means you go out of the way. Even if there is a big difficulty, how do you actually solve it? You don't leave it at the first instance where you face an issue, but you go out of the way to make sure that you're delivering results. So deliver results, be a people person, be frugal at workplace, show the owner mindset, and I think you are mostly sorted.
When you look at every instance of your life, and when you now reflect, many times we cannot even imagine what our life would have been if Swami had not come into our lives, isn't it? And now, after having such a successful corporate career, when you look ahead, how do you see yourself? And if Bhagwan were to now appear in front of you and say, I'm so happy with you for the way you have led your life, what is it that you will want to say, Bhagwan? What is it that you will want to pray to Bhagwan?
Right. My most sincere prayers to uh, Bhagwan at this stage of my life is, Swami, you have given this life. You have done this transformation. You have brought this change of mindset where what I think, what I speak, and what I do are fully in sync. And Swami, my most sincere prayers, I have a personal mission to impact 1 million people in India over the next 10, 20, 30 years, whatever it takes. Swami, keep guiding me, keep giving me the strength, and keep me on the right path. 1 million is just a number which is there in my head. Directionally, it is about impacting more and more people. Uh, and that is my sincere prayer. That is what will make Swami my life worthwhile. What I have done so far is only 0.1%, Swami. Swami, keep guiding me, keep giving me the energy, keep giving me the strength, keep giving me the direction and the blessings so that I am able to move this 0.1% forward.
With Swami, even sky is not the limit. So beautiful. Thank you so much, sir.
Sai Ram, Sai Ram.